Race number 6 at Belmont on Wednesday will jump at 2:19. It's the Mrs Max Handicap over 1200 metres. This race is for the Colts and the Geldings. One of those is False Statement. Let's have a look at his last start.
Straight Red Raw together with Double Bubbles. False Statement makes a line of 3. Over on the outside, Metro Boy with the white blaze coming down the outside with his run. Universal Appeal is getting a split down on the rail. Double Bubble though shook them off. Double Bubble from False Statement with 100 left to travel. It's Double Bubble getting away from False Statement. Universal Appeal, Metro Boy, but it's all Double Bubble and has made a big day.
Apologies for the lack of replay of the top selection in this race, but Crystal Spirit is new to WA, hasn't trialled, goes on top here. First WA run for Chris Gangemi, having previously been in the yard of Matt Ellerton and Simon Zara over at Flemington. Has had 53 days off since his last run, has twice been close in Victorian Metropolitan races this year. 3 starts ago was in a Group 3 behind Cliffshead, only beaten 5 lengths. This is a massive drop in grade here, gets a claim for Jordan Turner, and you suspect if Crystal Spirit can bring his form from the east to the west, he'll be winning a midweek race at Belmont. Goes on top from the replay horse, that was number 12, False Statement. Beat the older horses on debut as a 2-year-old and then improved significantly, I thought, to beat All Bar Double Bubble last start. Was beaten a length and a half, but it was a very good ratings performance. I think they're clearly on top here. From number 7, Chenery Red, is a 6-year-old, has only had the 6 starts, won on debut as a 5-year-old. Chenery Red's really, really good or really, really bad. If he's really good, could certainly figure in the finish here. And then number 2, Colourful Charade, another interesting runner, blinkers off, nose banged off as the bar plates on the front. He's first up without a trial off a very long spell, but there is inherent ability there and he is a watch horse for mine. My top selection in race number 6 can go with number 1, Crystal Spirit, to beat 12, False Statement, 7, Chenery Red and 2, Colourful Charade. Race number 7 at Belmont on Wednesday will jump at 2:54. It's the Penfolds Handicap over 1,000 metres. The replay horse can look at the trial of State Attorney.
The way, Serious Prospect, Katusha moves up or out wider on the track. State Attorney takes the inside runner, and following it through now is Rose's Shadow as they head down the straight, and Asher Lily is now starting to weave its way into the clear, just held up for a clear runner. Down the straight, State Attorney took the gap, shot through, got to the front. Rose's Shadow has followed it through everywhere, is out and running now, but State Attorney going strongly, the ears going back and forth heading to the line, and State Attorney bolts in. Wins by 3.
Really like the trial of State Attorney that we've just seen in play back there. This is the full brother of WATC Derby winner Respondent. Plenty of winners in this family. He drops in grade quite significantly for his reappearance. His last start was in the Placid Arc Stakes behind Ocean Jewel. Was beaten 4 lengths. It's the only unplaced effort on his career resume at the moment. 6 starts, just the 1 win. I think he might be getting his second on Wednesday for Pike and Durant from a good gate. Goes on top. From number 3, Galveston Bay, nose band off, but more significantly reappears as a gelding. He's first up off a trial win and a long spell of 270 days. I really did like the trial where he beat Shu, who this horse was pretty disappointing last start with the nose band on. Maybe those gear changes might turn him around. Goes in for second. Number 8, It's Got It All. He's second up on Wednesday. Veered outwards on jumping last start, but led and ran a really good rating. Did finish 4th behind Misty Medal in what was a strong 3-year-old race. Wouldn't be at all surprised if It's Got It All ran a bottler on Wednesday. And then number 7, West 54th. First up without a trial. Did win in this grade 4 starts ago, and it's the first run he's had over 1,000 metres since winning on debut at Belmont last winter. My top selection in race number 7, going to go with number 11, State Attorney, to beat 3, Galveston Bay, 8, It's Got It All, and 7, West 54th. Race number 8 at Belmont on Wednesday will jump at 3:30. It's the feature race. It's the new season sprint over 1,000 metres. The replay horse can look at Super Maxi, finishing behind Ambionte last start.
About forget the rest, headed by Breeze Rocket in the straight. Super Maxi's got the lead from Undisclosed on the outside. Over on the inside, Ambionte, then Snow Lord and Fabergino trying to come on. From Miami, incredible favourites, Gonatse. Super Maxi's got the lead, but Ambionte with big strides has raced up and shot past the leader, Super Maxi. Trying to run on as Snow Lord. Also Fabergino on the outside, but Ambionte has come.
Super Maxi has produced 2 excellent efforts since moving west for Chris Ganjimi, who has freshened him up for his run on Wednesday. First up, he beat Snowlord by a couple of lengths, and then last start we saw in replay was behind Ambiente, who's been one of the form sprinters of the winter season at Belmont Park. Freshened up, 46 days between runs. This horse goes well fresh, goes well on rain-affected ground, gets barrier one, maps as the leader. What's not to like here? Number 6, Super Maxi, goes on top. From number 8, which is Yeah Dardy. Look, he's racing out of his grade here, but it was a bit of an eye-catcher last start behind Undisclosed. Really good late sectionals for Sean O'Donnell. Gets a good gate here. Would not be at all surprised if Yeah Dardy ran a big race out of his grade. Number 4, Flying Time, won last start. That was over 1,300 metres on a soft track. Probably wants it wetter than we're going to see it on Wednesday, and perhaps the query is 1,000 metres. 18 starts over 5 furlongs for just the one win, but absolutely flying this horse as a 9-year-old. And then number 1, Caipirinha, first off a couple of trials, did win the first of those, beating More Aces, who's in this race, and then was behind Chinetti last start. I didn't really like the trials too much, it has to be said. Has the concussion plates on the fronts as well. Probably better suited to Ascot, where there's a shorter straight than at Belmont Park. I think there's a few knocks on this horse, but do respect the class. My top selection then, in race number 8, going to go with number 6, Super Maxi. 8, Yeah Dardy. 4, Flying Time. And 1, Caipirinha. Race number 9 at Belmont on Wednesday will jump at 4:10. It's the Crown Sports Bar Handicap over 1,400 metres. The replay horse. Let's have a look at the old boy, Sordello, finishing second last time out.
Point of the home bend, and the leader is Sense of Power for Pike, a length and a half in front, Turbo Power. Over on the inside then Sordello under heavy pressure, followed then by Rising Sea. Down the outside the former Victorian Reedy, and there at 5 with a run, but Sense of Power still the horse to catch. At the 100, Sense of Power in front, Sordello down on the inside, but Pike is going to get Sense of Power home. A double for him, Sense of Power wins it from Sordello.
Sordello may have turned 10 years old last week, but each of his last 2 runs have rated well above the benchmark for the class of race. He won 2 starts ago, beating Kelly's Jam, and then last start in the replay race, he beat all bar the impressive Sense of Power. I think that's pretty good form in what is most definitely the most competitive race on the Belmont card. He goes on top from number 1, Rosie's Shadow, first up off the 1 trial. This horse won a Class 1 last preparation, then really ran well in a Saturday race, a graduation race behind 44 Red. That form is certainly good enough if he's ready first up. Clever Keza goes in for third, that's number 4 here. Only the really one disappointing run this preparation, that was behind Vital Silver 3 starts ago. Other than that, has been competitive in all of her recent outings. And then number 2, Peppy Jack, gets an outside gate here, but has won 2 in a row at Pinjarra over 1,400 and 1,412. The chances don't end there. 3, Stockyard Gossip was really impressive first up. Just Elated won 2 starts ago. Rubia Miss has got a bit of ability about her, and Perceptive Miss as well has been highly tried. Hard race. Race number 9, going to go with number 9, Sordello, to beat 1, Rosie's Shadow, 4, Clever Keza, and 2, Peppy Jack. Race number 10 at Belmont on Wednesday will jump at 4:50. It's the Sign On Group Handicap over 1,650 metres. The replay horse can look at Sense of Power, making it 2 wins in a row.
Fracciato, and last of all is Compass Point. 300 left to travel, and Triple Event led the way from Zosima. Sense of Power now starts to chime in. They've got 200 left to go. Triple Event tackled by Sense of Power. It's Sense of Power ranging up. It went to the lead by more than a length, Triple Event, and it's coming away from them, Sense of Power. Sense of Power draws away from Triple Event, won it by 2 lengths.
Sense of Power was pretty disappointing first up this campaign, but she's gone to another level in her 2 subsequent runs. Really good ratings, beating Sordello by 2 lengths and then beating Triple Event that we saw in replay by 2 1/4. Can go on with it here, I think, up in trip to 1,650 from 1,400. And if you go back through her record, she's got a good head-to-head record against Taxidermy. Why is that significant? Well, I've got Taxidermy in as being the main danger here, number 1. Third up on Wednesdays, finished 4th both runs this preparation. Did manage to win 4 in a row in midweek grade either side of his summer spell. This horse is an out-and-out trier. He drops in grade here for Lindsay Smith and Jordan Turner, the main danger. Number 7, Brother Paddy, is 5th up, won last start with the fastest last 6, 8, 10 and 1,200 metres over course and distance in this grade. It's just that the speed rating probably wasn't what I'd expect you'll need to do to win this race. And then number 6, Time to Hunt, was 4.5 lengths behind Sense of Power last start. Does get a weight pull, but it's only half a kilo. That's due to the change of jockey, losing the claim of Jordan Turner with Alan Kennedy taking over. Race number 10, going to go with number 3, Sense of Power, to beat 1, Taxidermy, 7, Brother Paddy, and 6, Time to Hunt. It's now time to nominate my best bets on the Belmont card. I've got William Pike in for 5 winners on Wednesday, and 2 of them just happen to be my best bets. Race number 4, number 9, True Image, and race number 5, number 7, Double Bubble. It's easy to stay up to date with everything that's happening at Perth Racing. You can log on to our website or you can follow us on social media. Until next time, bye for now.